Hi guys, I was filming my BookTube-a-thon updates every day of the BookTube-a-thon, but I watched through them and I discovered they are incredibly boring. So I decided to do a general wrap-up and kind of a reflection on the BookTube-a-thon. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. It's such an amazing community and just such an amazing atmosphere around it. I love it. It was very successful for me. I completed all the challenges and I read a grand total of 1,518 pages, which is pretty good. My best reading day was Saturday when I read 437 pages, and my least successful day was Sunday when I read only about 50 pages, but I was a little bit burned out by that time. So now I will go through all the challenges and tell you which books I chose to complete them. So the first challenge was to read a book with pictures, and for that I chose A Game of Thrones, the graphic novel. The next challenge was to start and finish a trilogy, and for that I read the New York trilogy by Paul Auster. The next challenge was to read a book with red on the cover. For that I read The Two Gentlemen of Verona by William Shakespeare, and it has red on the cover. The next challenge was to read a book that was chosen for you by somebody else, and I decided to read 12. This is Polish prose, and it was my book club's pick for the month, so it was chosen for me by the discussion leader. The next challenge was to read a book in the genre that you've read the least this year so far, and again, this challenge was completed by A Game of Thrones. Because this is a graphic novel, I haven't read any graphic novels this year. I don't read graphic novels at all because I don't really consider them novels. I would say they're comics, but they're still a valid genre in the publishing world nowadays. The next challenge was to read a book and see a movie adaptation of it, and for that I chose another Shakespeare play. This is As You Like It, and I watched the BBC Shakespeare Theatre version of the play. So those were 5 books that completed 6 challenges. The 7th challenge was to read 7 books, and I have 2 extra books that I read. One is Leah by James Schott. This is kind of a way to describe it as biblical fan fiction. And another book that I read that I don't have on me is Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. So this was a pretty successful week. Right now I'm doing the underhyped books readathon, and for that I'm currently reading this book. I don't really feel like making a long video because I've been feeling really lousy today. Kate, I just wanted to say your funeral stories, it was stellar. I really love your stories.